I bid ye welcome. Welcome, weary travelers, if travelers ye be. My name is Paul F. Tompkins. You have arrived on the shores of Spontaneanation, which is apparently some sort of island. It's not landlocked. That has been established, and now it is canon. You can sail to and from it. There's so many more modes of travel now. Isn't it great? Used to be boats, walking, running if you were in danger. The end. How about before pillows were invented? I was thinking about this for some reason recently. That you just lay... Have you ever laid down and just your head is not elevated? It's barbaric. Well, I guess it's barbarians. That's what they had. 0 pillows. The worst, though. Like, how did anyone fall asleep? You were exhausted from running from predators. That's something that hardly ever happens anymore. Unless you put yourself in that situation. And if you did, I'm going to render a judgment on you. You dumb. Why did you do it? Weirdo. People swimming with sharks. You can't even run. Guess who's got the advantage in that situation? That's right. The one with no legs. Who doesn't need a tank to breathe. All they need is the water brushing across their gills and the certainty that they are a perfect killing machine. Oh, that's gotta feel good. I mean, I could go out with a gun, right, and try to hunt. I don't think I would ever, ever, ever get to the point where I thought, I'm a perfect killing machine. First of all, if you're holding a thing, you're not a perfect killing machine. You are a perfect holder of a killing machine. And maybe not even that. Butterfingers. That's right. I think you drop things. Guns are heavy. Most guns are. There are some... Look. I'll grant you there are some lightweight guns out there. But even the lightest weight gun, it still has a horrible weight. Guys, you don't mind if this turns into a gun banning podcast, do you? If I make an abrupt turn 8 episodes in, I'm like, all right, we've had our fun. Now let's get down to it. All guns must be shot into the sun. Have we done that yet? Have we shot stuff into the sun? We should. That's the plot of some movie. Or 2. That's what we can do with all those nukes, man. Because you know how we're worried about the sun dying out? Why don't we send our nukes into the sun? It's like hitting the snooze button on the sun. What? Terrible plan. I think it was in one of the Superman movies where Superman was mad about nuclear arms. He was going to lift him up and throw him into space. Which is why Superman is filled with self-loathing. He's from space. What are you trying to say, Superman? There's 4 nuclear arms pointing back at you. As the old saying has it. On Krypton. Oh, I love when people... I think Marlon Brando in the Superman movie calls it Krypton. Like that's the proper way of saying it. Oh, what a rube. This guy calls it Krypton. One time a British person made fun of me for saying Monty Python. And then not 2 sentences later said, did they have a condom? Who sounds more ridiculous? Condom? Condom? A packet of condoms, please. That's what you sound like. You ever heard Elizabeth Hurley talk? She has a British accent that she might as well be from another planet. It's so posh. It sounds like a body of water is trying to speak to you. That hasn't happened in a long time. Not since Bible days or King Arthur times. Did those guys ever cross over? Jesus and King Arthur? Oh, what a team up that would be. The one guy's... Now for the listener. I just ripped an earbud out of my head. That was jarring. And I'm afraid I've lost my train of thought and I can't go down that road where I talked about the great team up between Jesus Christ and King Arthur. Well, too bad. Too bad. But call it a natural disaster, an act of God. Call it what you will. We all have disappointments, folks. So many Christmases where pajamas was the prominent gift. Were the prominent gift? A set of pajamas? And I'm not talking about fun pajamas with some Star Wars characters on there. I'm talking about weird futuristic looking pajamas that we got when we were kids, me and my brothers. You would think they would be fun, like they would look futuristic, but no, it's like the kind without the collar, but they were long sleeved. And then some weird sort of shorty kimono robe. You know, because look, I'm 8, I go to a lot of spas. And I always bring my own robe because they will tell you that they clean them, but they don't. They steam them and hang them back up. I know things. I'm 8. And I'm very stressed out. Okay. Are those people gone? Good. Welcome, real listeners, to SPONTANEANATION. My name is Paul F. Tompkins. That's Eban Schletter on the piano. This show is all made up. It's all... It's spur of the moment. Seat of the pants. Crown of the head. The fontanelle. It's all of that. We're just flying blind here, guys. I hope we don't smash into a mountain. Literally. I literally hope that for the rest of my life. There, I'm covered. Here's what happens. There's going to be some improv comedy happening later on that is based on anything anyone has said thus far, and in my interview with a special guest, which is about to happen right now. This young lady is an actress whom you may have seen in a film franchise that got a little bit of buzz called Twilight. Please say hello to Elizabeth Reaser. Elizabeth, hello.
Hi.
First of all, I never call you Elizabeth, and so it feels weird.
I keep wondering who you're talking about.
But what do you, when you introduce yourself to someone, do you say Elizabeth? Do you say Liz? What do you say?
I always say Elizabeth.
You always say Elizabeth?
And no one calls me that.
No one calls you that. What about your boyfriend?
I don't think he ever says my name.
Sometimes I hear him say Liz.
Does he?
Yeah. I'm glad I was able to report that to you. But no, my wife and I, we don't say each other's names to each other. And when she does say my name occasionally, she has to, like in public or something. It's very weird to me.
It's weird. It's like you're in trouble.
Yeah. Ugh. Elizabeth, I have a question to ask you. I have 2 questions. First, this question that I'm going to ask you, then what am I going to call you?
Okay.
This is our question. What do you like most about yourself? It was a question submitted by our previous guest. What do you like most about yourself? Isn't that a nice positive question?
Yes.
But also puts you in a weird position.
It's a very weird position. Who asked that?
I cannot say.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to listen to the podcast to find out.
I'll go
Guys, all the episodes are still up. If you want to listen to the previous 7 episodes, they're there for your enjoyment.
Okay.
I just had to get that housekeeping out of the way.
Yeah, thank you. What is the thing I like best about myself?
Yeah, or most.
Or most.
You might not like it the best. Maybe it's just the most.
Oh, God.
How about this? Do you feel like you're a decent person?
Yes. I was going to say it's like a toss-up between my rage and my compassion.
I like that toss-up, though. Do you feel that you have equal measures of both?
Some days.
Which have you had longer, the rage or the compassion?
The compassion.
You've had the compassion more. When did the rage set in?
No. I think the rage has been building from about 12, 13, maybe.
Today?
Yeah, earlier this month. No, yeah.
What is it that you like about your rage?
I think it's authentic.
Sure.
I think it's smart.
You think you're rageful for the right reasons, at the right things?
Yes. Did I say honest?
You said authentic.
Yeah, I think it's emotionally intelligent.
To have rage. And you're not, now when rage is like, that's a specific word.
Yeah.
And I understand it.
Yeah.
I'm also have some rage issues as well.
See, but we both keep it really under control.
I wouldn't say that I do.
Oh.
I keep it private. I keep it more private. Sometimes it comes out in public, which is mortifying.
Wow.
But for the most part, it's in private. And I wouldn't say that I'm raging at the appropriate things. There's a lot of surrogates in my life, which is mostly technology. It's mostly inanimate objects.
That's who you get mad at.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than, taking it out on a person.
But you know what?
What?
Guess who I'm really mad at?
Yourself.
Myself. You guessed it.
Yeah.
Do you have that as well?
Oh, yeah. all day, air day.
And so since you were 12, 13?
I think, maybe the divorce / what is it called when you hit puberty? Although puberty probably was a little younger. I don't know, those kinds of things.
It should not be younger, by the way. Puberty should not be younger than 12.
I seem to remember coming into it around 8. No.
Well, with girls, it's different.
It is a little different.
Girls don't seem to follow a set schedule of when things are supposed to happen. You're told this is when things are supposed to happen, but then there's always people that I remember in school there's always girls that had things happen way earlier than expected or way later than expected.
Yeah.
Guys always seem to be like right on time, every dude going through the same thing at the exact same time, which is not necessarily good. It wasn't nice.
No, I mean, it's better than, always feeling like you're not at the right time.
Do you still feel that way?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that inspire your rage? Some good thing where you think it's positive, where you think it's like, yes, this is appropriate.
Well, I mean, now first thing that came to my mind was I mean, this is supposed to be funny, right? I shouldn't have.
It can be, hey man, it's whatever we want it to be.
People don't pay me to be funny, okay? They pay me to cry and be compassionate. Seem like a nice person.
They pay you to mimic
what it is
human
to be nice.
Emotions. Yes.
Yeah. Usually a mother of some sort. Guns. I don't know. My own flaws. My million qualities that I have that make me. Maybe rage is now. I think my biggest rage. Which I can't believe I'm revealing this because my whole thing is to always act like I'm just a nice person from Michigan. But I think what makes me so angry is being a woman. And that's kind of been like the thing that I've felt very powerfully from a really, really young age, maybe even younger than 12 or 13.
Was it that you just had an awareness, or was there a moment where somebody sat you down and said, "Hey, this is the way of the world," and it's kind of stacked against you?
No,
and
it
it's
was
not
an
good?
it was an awareness from a very young age of the world.
Of the disparity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how much has changed from then till now?
I guess a lot. I don't know. I don't feel like it has.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it's, in a lot of ways, it seems that progress has been made. And there are things where, there are milestones that are viewed through the progress of a certain individual, let's say, like this person is the first woman to do this. And so the idea is now things will be different, but then they're not necessarily.
Well, it's like having the first black president. It's like, well, then I guess we're just not racist ever again. It's like the most outrageous, yeah.
Let's talk about that compassion.
Yeah, let's go into a better zone. Let's try and turn it around.
You're compassionate with animals.
Yeah.
You have a little rescue dog.
I do.
This dude, his name is it
Luther.
okay to say his name?
Yes,
Luther.
please. Let's give a shout out.
Now, he's a weird mixture of every species of dog?
I think so. I'm going to do the DNA on him, I think, at some point. But at this point, we're thinking part terrier Chihuahua mix.
Okay. And he looks like a little terrier guy, but then he has these weird long giraffe legs.
Yeah, he has the ultimate bod.
It's the whole package.
It's like Giselle Bündchen in a dog, basically.
He trusts you guys now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. But this guy had been around.
Yeah.
He bounced around from house to house.
Yeah, he had a tough childhood.
Yes. So he's still very wary of guests.
Yes, not just you.
No, I know it's not just me. I see how he is.
No, he's very wary.
What is the way to win this guy over? What does it take?
Just the most, just seriously dominant love. Like aggressive, yummy love,
Whoa. That's too aggressive. You're saying you got to grab him and hug him and don't let him go?
Yeah, he's going to be like, no. He loves that shit.
How much of it is about the noises?
I think a lot of it is the noises because he loves my noises.
But have you seen a stranger achieve success with these noises?
A little bit. Very a little, but you have to commit to it and you have to believe it while you're doing it.
Committing to it entails how long of a session of noises?
Even just 5 minutes of noises go a long way.
5 minutes?
Yeah, just attention and
5 minutes is a long time to be making little dog noises.
Yeah, but if you're staring deep into his eyes, it's not, because it's what you want to do.
I feel almost as if your experience may not be universal.
Well, we'll see. Once you get a dog, you'll know what I'm saying.
Well, then I guess I never will. Has he ever? Why would that make you
dark?
Sad?
So dark.
Has he ever bitten anybody?
No. I mean, he play bites, like love bites, nibbles.
You're really reframing everything through a certain lens.
I mean, he's never hurt. No, he would never hurt.
He's never broken any skin.
No. No, I mean, he barely, when he eats a piece of chicken, he's the most delicate, polite, very, particular.
Where's this dog getting this chicken?
Well, we go to the Gelson's, and because he won't eat just any old food. You have to mix it with a good roasted rotisserie chicken.
This guy sounds like so much work.
He
won't eat just any old chicken. He shouldn't be eating chicken at all.
I don't know.
Do you feed him dog food?
Yes, we mix it with the dog food. I make a little broth with the rotisserie chicken.
For yourself?
No, I don't eat chicken.
Oh, that's right, you're a vegetarian.
Yeah, I mean, I eat fish, but yeah.
Have you ever fed him any fish?
Yeah, he loved salmon. He loves tuna.
What dog doesn't?
Yeah, he's really into fish, actually.
Where else is your compassion evident?
I think this is like now I sound like I'm bragging, but
No, I asked you the question.
that's true. And I
That's
did
fair.
lead with the rage to just sort of talk myself
That's true.
down. So
That's
now
true.
I can say what a great person I am. No, I'm very sensitive. So I think that makes you overly sensitive, which is what I was told throughout my childhood. And I think that leads to compassion because it makes you, put yourself, to a ridiculous extent in other people's shoes. And and that can be a really good thing. It is, except for that it makes you incredibly anxious out in the world sometimes.
Are you anxious a lot?
I'm like the most anxious person
Are you anxious?
I've ever known.
Are you anxious right now? Are you hating
Yes.
this?
No, I'm not. I love it. I love to be asked about myself.
Do you?
Are you
No.
kidding me? And who doesn't? Come on. Like, we're all very...
I'm uncomfortable with it.
I'm uncomfortable, but I love it.
Will you? I will try to deflect. Like, let's say I'm getting my hair cut,
Well, that's the worst.
and it's a person that's asking me about myself, and I will always try to turn around on them and ask them questions, because people do like to talk about themselves for the most part, and so you can usually one question will get somebody going for a few minutes, and so that's like a little reprieve. Where
Certainly
you're
in
not
that
talking about
line of
yourself.
work, I think.
Yeah. But like the whole, like giving your life story, because you get interviewed a fair amount for various projects. Elizabeth, now is not the time to hide your light under a bushel.
No, yes, I've done a fair amount of interviews.
Yes. And so I just saw you on some live stream from
Oy,
South
oy,
by
oy.
Southwest.
What was I doing?
You were answering questions about superheroes or something? It was like a would you rather kind of situation?
Yes.
Is that, you don't really strike me as someone who's interested in that sort of thing.
Not at all. Unless it were real and like an actual possibility, then yeah.
That would be interesting. I'll grant you that.
I'd be all about it.
Can you name 5 superheroes?
Spider-Man,
Sure.
Iron Man,
Yes.
Catwoman.
Villain.
No, villain.
She's a villain. You got 2 so far.
I guess it depends on who you ask. No, I don't know.
Well, they're all vigilantes.
They are, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Smurfs. I don't know. Flying person. What is this?
Yeah, flying person.
Hands. Superman. Did I say that?
You did not see Superman, but thank you.
But you gave me that one, really.
I did mention Superman earlier. It's true.
Yeah.
He's never far from my thoughts.
Yes. Great. Why can't I think of a female superhero, Paul?
Why are you turning this around on me? Look.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. There probably are them.
Oh,
Wonder Woman.
there you go.
Wonder Woman. That's not the right song.
It's very close, though.
That's more than a woman.
It's like you sang it differently so we wouldn't get sued.
Oh, right. Good. Thank you.
You altered it
shit.
just enough. It was just enough that they can't come after us.
Yeah.
Was that? Do you remember Wonder Woman from being a kid? Was that something? Because there was a TV show that when I was a kid, Linda Carter was Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah. I loved that. That was my show.
That was one of your stories?
Oh, yeah. It's one of my stories. For sure. That and like square pegs and I can't remember. Smurfs.
I have Smurfs, of course. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
I have a thing with Square Pegs, which was a very short-lived sitcom starring Sarah Jessica Parker and
Jamie Gertz?
that sounds right.
I might be just making it up.
I know that sounds familiar. And I don't remember much about the show, but the theme song was by one of the guys from Devo, right?
Do you mean TiVo? No, Devo.
I don't mean TiVo.
Devo is the OG, right?
Yes, before TiVo, there was Devo. I, of course, mean Il Divo, the Italian singing conglomerate.
Yeah. What was that one song?
The one Il Divo song?
Yeah.
She'll be coming around the mountain?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
that's
that
the
be
one.
beautiful if Il Divo sang it? But the theme song to Square Pegs went, square pegs, square pegs, square pegs. And now, to this day, anytime I hear 2 one-syllable words together, I will sing them in my head to the Square Pegs theme song.
Like, give me an example, please.
Like pet store, pet store, pet store, pet store. If I see them or hear them. It
Wow.
doesn't always happen, but it often happens. And then I have one with 3 one-syllable words where I will sing them, involuntarily sing them to the tune of Girls on Film by Duran Duran.
Can you give me one of those?
Yeah, there is a store that was advertising, a copy store that advertised they could make you 3-hole punch copies, and they had a big sign that said 3-hole punch. So, of course, I was walking down the street thinking, 3-hole punch, 2 minutes later. I don't know if they could turn that around in 2 minutes, but that would be an amazing thing. Well, speaking of turning around, you started interviewing me. Very skillfully done.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Reaser, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Now, people are hearing this on May 18th. That's when this episode is available to the public. Mm-hmm. Is there anything you would like to promote?
I will be in New York at that time doing a play called Permission by Rob Askins at the Lucille Lortel.
Is this about vampires gaining entry to homes?
No, it's about there's a little bit of spanking involved and some Christianity.
What? The both? Do these things happen at the same time? Is there Christian spanking?
Yeah.
Do you play someone who gets spanked or someone who spanks someone?
Interesting question. I definitely
You'll have to see the play to find out.
Yes, I'll let it lie there.
What is it?
I do get spanked, though. I'll give you that.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go, theater goers.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Reaser, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I look forward to seeing you on the stage.
I hope you can.
As you're being spanked with a crucifix, presumably.
Ooh, good idea.
Thank me in the program if they actually use that.
Oh, I will.
Now, during the break, you will write down a question for our next guest, and you will also give us a location for our improv. And that's what's going to happen.
Great.
And for you listening, yeah, I know you're still there. More on Spontaneanation returns. Hey, mister. Oh, hey there, little guy. What's up? What's need? Need? Well, need is a verb meaning to require. Oh, uh-huh. Need is also a refined retailer and lifestyle publication for men. For men? Yeah. Each month, Need sources and curates a selection of exclusive products from brands around the world. Each collection is presented as a monthly editorial, a lot like what you'd expect to find in a typical men's magazine. Like GQ? Yeah, a magazine like that. Or Esquire? That's another one, too. How about Highlights? That might be more your speed. Need allows you to find the best products without any need for copious shopping or research. And Need just launched Volume 2.6, featuring items from the likes of Grenson, Aloha Sunday, Nudie, Lifetime Collective, and more. Like Garanimals? No, not. It's for men. The new collection is available at neededition.com. Hey, little guy, why did you ask about Need? I need to find out who killed my parents. Well, Need has also just launched an all-new Essentials collection featuring exclusive products from The Citizenry, Fellow Barber, Bucket Feet, and more. Like underoos? No, just grown-up clothing makers. Use the promo code during checkout and receive 20% off your order. The code will also work at Need's sibling site, Foremost, at foremostedition.com. Visit neededition.com and neededition.com/essentials for more. Can I do it? Oh, I'm sorry, little guy. Need is for men, not little boys. Why? Well, because you need to have money to buy your own stuff. Well, my parents were rich and they left me all their money and now I'm independently wealthy. Well, I beg your pardon. Hey, what's your name anyway, little guy? Bruce Wayne. What? Hey, Spontaneous Nation listeners, it's me, Al A. Peterson, the smooth criminal, here to talk to you about MeUndies. I got news for you. Underwear? It's important. It's one of 3 things that separate us from animals. What are the other 2 things? Listen to this ad and you'll find out. MeUndies offers you supremely comfortable underwear and unique designs that you can conveniently order right online. This checks a lot of boxes for me, as I am a wanted felon with a sense of style. So I love the easy online ordering and the cool and varied designs. Also, I routinely shave off all my body hair, so I feel underwear a little more than most people. And let me tell you, MeUndies feel good. Don't believe me?
Listen to a real person. Spontaneanation host Paul F. Tompkins. Thanks, Al. Yeah, MeUndies sent me some underwear, and I can confirm they look good, they feel good, and they could not have been more convenient to acquire. They were mailed to me in the mail. Guys, it can always be this easy. If you want cool-looking, comfortable underwear that you can order from your very own home, go to MeUndies.com/PFT to get 20% off your order and free shipping. Thanks, Paul. If thinking you're a great guy is a crime, then I'm guilty all over again. Oh, right. The other two things that separate us from animals, number one, it's knowing when you're a character in a podcast ad. And number two, the TSA's pre-check program. You can keep your shoes on. Why don't you take your pants off and visit MeUndies.com/PFT to get 20% off your first order and free shipping. That's MeUndies.com/PFT and get 20% off. This is Al A. Peterson saying goodbye. I'm on the lam in cool underwear.
Another great commercial for a product I endorse. Welcome back, everyone. It is time to meet our fun improviser people. They're so much fun. Sitting across from me, returning to Spontaneanation for a record? Third time? I don't know. I think I don't know. But then, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell you guys. So
This will
I'm
be the
not going
tiebreaker.
This will be the tiebreaker.
One of us will make it out of this one alive.
Oh, it's to the death? I guess we'll find out. Chris Tallman.
Hello, Paul.
Chris, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a joy to have you here.
Always.
It's always a joy to see you in life. The end.
All right. Fair enough. I'm glad you bring joy, and I receive it and pass it back.
Do you feel that you're a person that people are happy to see? Do you believe their faces when they light up at your approach?
Like, do I think people believe me to be a secret monster that they have to hide when I show up?
I'm saying, are those people secret monsters who are presenting a false face to Chris Tallman?
Well, according to Elizabeth, we're all secret monsters, really, in our way. So, yes.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
And you know what? Despite all her age, she's still just all right. Okay. I don't know why I did it like Phil Donahue. Sitting next to that guy that I just talked to named Chris Tallman is another guy with a different name. He is also returning to the show.
For the third time.
For the third time. Oh, you guys might be tied.
Yeah.
You might be tied. Who will come for a fourth? We'll see. After the break. Nope. Craig Cackowski.
Hi, Paul.
Craig, thank you for being here again.
It's great to be back.
You are, of course, my Thrilling Adventure Hour colleague, and also on the Drunk History program. At this point, it is May 18th. Are you done shooting?
At this point, I am in Australia or New Zealand with you.
Wait a minute. I'm there too?
Yes, we're both there.
How can we... What?
We're right in front of Hobbiton. Oh, bend over for those tiny Hobbit openings.
Do you think that we'll be able to... Crude. Do you think that we'll be able to see that, or do you think that's a trip that lasts 2 days? Like we're going to... It's the ignorance of other countries that Americans have. Like everything's just all mashed up together, right?
Melanie Linsky, who's from New Zealand, seemed to think that the Hobbit village was a short trip outside of Auckland, but she wasn't sure.
But those people, they live in these weird places.
Right.
That have 100 people in them.
Yes.
And so they get used to traveling great distances.
They travel by hawk.
Yeah.
Giant hawks swoop out of the sky.
That's right.
And pick them up and take them to another part of the island.
Melanie Linsky thought that the song Timey Kangaroo Downsport was about a kangaroo named Timey Downsport.
So consider the source.
When she was a child, yes.
Okay.
And he was just declaring that he was a kangaroo. Check out that episode. It was a good one. Sitting next to me, making her Spontaneanation debut. I'm very excited because we haven't done anything like this together before.
It's gonna be a mess.
It's Do you know what, though? It's going to be a beautiful mess, like life. Have you seen the movie Parenthood or any of the subsequent television
No.
adaptations?
No.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's
Changing
about
diapers.
Changing diapers. Your kid lost his retainer in the garbage.
Oh, I hope nothing tragic happens. It's so hard for parents to weather that.
It is, isn't it?
I'm told.
Thankfully, we'll never know, right?
For you.
Jessica Chaffin.
Thank you for
I realize I
having
didn't
me.
say your name.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Jessica, of course, is the Rana half of the Rana and Beverly podcast right here on Earwolf. One of my all-time favorites. One of my all-time favorite podcasts and live shows.
Always surprised every time you either arrive or text me and tell me you've been listening.
I know. I don't
I
understand.
take it as a deep, deep compliment. And Chris Tallman's wife is a big fan. I'm
Hi,
told.
honey.
I'm
That's
told.
right.
Oh, yeah, she loves it. It's a great show. Everyone should listen.
Wait, is your wife listening to this?
Honey, pause this, listen to another run in Beverly, and then come back to this
Why
moment.
can't you just listen to this now and then listen to a Rana and Beverly after?
She has the powers to
Yeah.
do it any way she wants.
Why
Wait, do you not call your wife by her name either?
Yes, Sarah? Am I allowed to? I don't know.
I want to say Sarah? Yeah.
With a H?
Yes,
It's very biblical.
for happy. Right?
Is that so?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
For Hester? Hester Prynne? I don't know.
What?
None
Sarah
of the
is
above.
biblical for Hester?
Well, I don't know. The H. I'm trying to think of what an H. What is
It
the
was
significance?
No.
It was
I'm saying that-
Sarai originally.
What?
Yeah.
Sarai?
In Hebrew, it's Sarai, I believe.
In Hebrew?
Sarai. Sarai.
Like
It's really all about the het, if you must know.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's-
So you either leave it on or you don't.
Do you
the
think-
Hebrew H?
Do you think that was what Senor Wincess was alluding to
Who?
when he had Senor Wincess?
Kian?
He had the head in the box, and he would open up the box, and he'd say, "It's all right." And then the box would say, "No."
Parquet.
"Oh, remember that,
Yeah.
guys? There was a
What a
commercial when we were
ripoff.
children.
What a ripoff.
Because when you were a kid, you thought that was the coolest thing. It
Yeah.
was a tub
Butter,
of margarine
Butter.
that would say butter. And then the people in the commercial would argue with this margarine tub and say, "You're not. You're." It's madness.
Stop telling people
when I think about
you're
it
not
now.
butter. Yeah. Because you're as delicious as butter. And then
The
he would
parquet
say,
was saying, "I am butter." And then after here's what
and
would
they'd
happen.
he'd convince them.
Yeah, he'd
'Cause
make the person
tasted
think they were
so
crazy.
Much like butter.
Yeah, he would gaslight this person, this tub of margarine, and then the person would taste it and go, "It is butter." And then the parquet would go, "Parquet." Oh, you motherfucker!
What
Fool
a
me-
mischief
fool
maker.
me once,
what
you know?
a mischief maker.
What a mischief maker! Like Loki, the god of mischief. Well, Jessica, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
We're
I
going to have
don't
fun.
believe you just like I don't believe you the other times.
Why?
But I
I'm
also
in
believe you. I
control of
also
this.
believe you.
I'm in
I also
control
believe
of this.
you.
Why would I invite you on
It's
the
just
show?
both. It's just both. It'll always be both.
Like parquet and butter.
Take it as a compliment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I choose to
it
do
means
so.
I admire you.
Okay.
And she thinks you're a liar.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do. To be fair, I am.
Okay, on occasion.
All right. Let us reveal the location given to us by Elizabeth Reaser. And it is. Oh, no. Before I do that. Come on. This is still early days. This is only our 8th episode. For the audience, as we do this improv, you will hear various sound effects. Those sound effects are cut to. That moves us side to side in time. Anytime you hear that, we're moving sideways in time. Things are happening at the same time. If we want to flashback, somebody's having a memory. They're telling a story. You'll hear this. Classic flashback shit. If we want to get out of that flashback back into the present day, we will flash forward. That also could take us from the present day into the future. All right. So there we go. Now it is time to reveal our location given to us by Menin. No, kidding around. This is Elizabeth Reaser has provided us with this location. Very specific. A super yacht in the Mediterranean-Italian Riviera. And then she threw a little exclamation point with a heart for the dot. So there you go. We take you now to a super yacht in the Mediterranean Mediterranean-Italian Riviera.
My darling, don't use my name. Don't use my name.
But darling, I thought it'd be nice just to, call you by your name out here in the air.
Listen, crocodile, cocodrilo, as I like to call you.
Well, using my name.
Well, fair enough. So maybe you come up with an animal for me, because I'm just Maria.
Well, you're not just
Don't say
Marie.
it.
Oh, sorry.
Don't say it.
Well, let's see. Based off your pelt, I'd call you a lynx. Possibly.
Possibly, I like that.
Oh,
Possibly, yeah, I like that.
could get me into a bit of trouble, but it's what you like. So, Maria, no more. Possibly, you shall be.
Excuse me, sir, Mr. Dundee.
You were familiar here, Mario.
Cocodrilo.
I'm sorry, a crocodile. There's going to be storms ahead, and it's going to be quite dangerous. So,
Now, you promised me this honeymoon is going to be something special, Mario.
absolutely, we can defer the boat to go around the storms, but it's going to take longer to get to Venice.
No, Mario, this is not just a regular yacht, it's a super yacht.
But Cocodrilo,
It is a super yacht.
Cocodrilo, you promised me Venice tomorrow.
Mario, we're going to get through this storm no matter what, right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to put out the foils, we'll just go up, we'll skiff right over a cloud.
I don't want to play table tennis another day inside.
This is possibly.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll take the most direct route. And here's that knife you asked for.
Oh, that's not a knife.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It is a knife.
Oh, yeah.
It's a kind of a small one, but...
No, absolutely, you're right. Yeah, that's a knife.
Hey, Mario!
Hey,
It's me, Luigi! Did you give him the little knife?
I'm sorry, it's the only knife I had available.
Please, Senor Crocodile, do you like the little knife? Will it do?
Luigi, it's very nice. However, I really asked you to stay below decks. As you know, your appearance disturbs possibly.
I can only look away in 3 directions, and I want to look where you're standing. So maybe you go?
Can I stand over here?
I apologize for the behavior of my brother.
Mario, now listen. This is a romantic honeymoon. Possibly is probably going to be my favorite wife. I'd like this to last forever. We're going to get to Venice
romantic.
and have a great time.
Okay, but, this is the 3rd honeymoon that Mario and Luigi have worked for you on. You have had a lot of wives. And,
Yeah, but the 3-time a charm, no?
Mario, I gotta tell you, this guy and this lady, they are filling me with the rage.
and I'm filled with compassion.
That is why we are the brothers.
The perfect yin and yang, a complement to each other.
You need the one and you need the other. He gives you the compassion. He will squeeze your face and say, make little noises into
Yes.
it.
Maybe a way to get rid of your rage. Rage? Rage? How you say?
I say rage.
Maybe I just
Rage dissipating.
Hey, Cocodrilo, set the timer. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Set the timer.
All right.
Oh, you will not wear down my rage. Oh, my rage dissipating. What
Mr.
is
Dundee,
happening
watch
to
that
Luigi?
knife.
What are you doing to my wife?
I do nothing. She do to me. She make my rage go away.
That's it. This honeymoon is cancelled. Possibly below decks.
What?
Possibly below decks? Or you're talking to
No,
her?
I'm saying
I see.
absolutely,
Okay, yes.
possibly should go below decks.
Or not we continue the honeymoon below deck?
Now that they are gone, Mario, I have to tell you, this guy, this crocodile, with his so many honeymoon, he betrayed the sanctity of a marriage.
It is an insult to the church, to a woman.
Yeah, we are both good Catholic. We both serve in the Swiss Guard for many years before we buy the super yacht.
Yes, Remember that time they tried to kill the Pope and replace him with a lookalike?
I kind of remember that.
So we're gonna get like a big hat. Okay? And I'm gonna wear this hat. And then you're going to sneak up the robes, and then nobody knows.
Okay, I'm very tormented as a member of the Swiss Guard to go along with this terrible plan.
I'm going to have to spank you with a crucifix just to get you to do this again, huh?
Okay, please.
Please
Don't.
Let me do it. He's my brother.
Madam Spider, can I just to clarify the plan? So you're going to wear a big hat. He's going to crawl up the robes?
Yes?
Now, I'm not trying to poke holes in the plan. I want to understand the plan. I am a mercenary, and my job is to...
choose Blackwater to come in here and come with the big ideas, huh? Everybody gonna die in St. Peter's Square?
Listen, I'm going to let that one pass because I'm a professional, but you pull that shit again, and I will drop you.
This Blackwater guy, he's filling me with rage.
That's impossible.
And I have nothing but compassion for Blackwater.
Wait, that's weird. Mario.
It's just who I am. I'm not going to apologize for who I am.
Tell me how you have the compassion for Blackwater.
In fairness, he's just a guy doing his job.
He just has one of those faces that you got to like.
I guess I see it. Anyway.
You're going to crawl up the robes?
Look how little he is. We bought little. We just little.
We're little guys.
So you're going to crawl up, pull the Pope out of the robes, and then you're going to crawl up and pop your head out of the robes?
He's gonna be the Pope too. He goes up, the Pope come out. That's it. I don't know why this is so complicated.
Mario get on Luigi's shoulders. He be the Pope. No one knows Luigi is under there.
And then they jump on the big mushroom.
New Pope, new Pope, new Pope.
That was a weird plan.
It was. If Dan Brown came up with that plot, nobody would believe it. But it really happened.
Listen, what are we going to do about this crocodile and his wife Pussably?
I don't know. He's our boss, though, you know?
But he say honeymoon canceled. Now we come all the way out here for nothing.
And we're in the middle of a Mediterranean in the Superyacht.
And I was trying to fix the plumbing.
And I was trying to fix the ping pong table. It slants it to one side and gives a favoritism to one side of the net.
I feel like you keep sawing the legs off, and then you think it's not right. You saw the legs off on the other side. He's getting a shorter and a shorter.
It's a little ping pong table. It's true.
It's almost like one of them putting greens a guy have in his office. When
It's pretty much lying on the ground right now.
Yeah, he's like a big, like a big asshole would have in his office. You see him in a movie. He takes his girlfriend to the opera.
Yes, those are the worst type of men.
Darling, you're going to have to come out of there sometime. We're going to pick up these trunks. Sweetheart, possibly. Kitty cat. Most precious thing I've ever loved. Oh. Now listen, you've got the ultimate bod. You've got... You're so special.
He said I look like a giraffe legs.
Honey, just open the door, just for a moment. Oh, Whiskers wants to say hello. Damn, boy. Body of a St. Bernard, but the head of a mongrel. Possibly. I think the food's in there. Sweetheart.
Okay, you can come in, Cocodrillo. But I really want to go to Venice. We talked about it.
Perhaps I reacted a little bit harshly, but listen.
Is it because you're wearing suede? And it's going to rain. Is that the only reason I could think for your mood to change so dramatically?
It doesn't breathe right. All the moisture collects in all the crevices and the nooks and the crannies.
I told you get it waterproof before we go on a yacht in the super Mediterranean.
Oh, you're always right, darling. Now listen.
Oh no, that was the downfall of your last 2 marriages. Oh, the death knell.
Well. Right again. Why did I marry you?
Now listen. You're my hometown sweetheart, right?
That's right, Alligator Dundee.
I thought our wedding invitations were beautiful. Alligator, and Crocodile invite you to the celebration of a belly-rubbing, tooth-scratching, tail-waggering shenanigans. But, darling, I'm afraid you're always right, which means what's between the two of us is wrong.
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
Are you making fun of me?
Yeah.
That's it. I can't be with someone who doesn't love me for who I am, appreciate the different fine things I have.
Well, then I might as well go back to New York.
Alligator.
Darling, I can't have this fight with you again.
Lady Partridge. I never thought the two of us could be so different and yet so hopelessly in love.
Well, once upon a time I thought the same thing, but now I don't know anymore, Crocodile.
Listen, I could see your heartbeat there pulsing through your veins, shaking that one throbbing artery there in your head.
Sorry to interrupt. Your shrimp is already.
Oh, thank you, Mario.
Thank you, Mario. What a dear and treated special one you are.
The shrimp is steamed in the Mediterranean style as opposed to being cooked on a barbecued grill.
Oh, something different. Something perhaps a way you're trying to introduce me to new cultures?
Yes, I don't have any hope that it will take, my darling. I think this marriage was a mistake, and as you know, I'm always right.
Bless your heart, you are. Well, I suppose this should be it then.
Yes, I'm jumping overboard. Goodbye, Earth.
And that's how I got this boat.
I take it back. Anything you want to do is okay by me. I'm just a silly woman with rotten ideas in her skull.
Oh, I don't know. Don't undersell yourself.
No, I won't walk into that trap.
Thank
Try to get me to be right, and
You're
all of a
right.
sudden, the next thing I know, I'm on a dinghy.
You're right. Why should I change when the world should try to accommodate my mistakes?
That's right. I mean, no, Oh,
Oh, darling, careful, careful.
no. It's a treacherous path, no?
I didn't like the way you were whispering sweet nothings to Luigi like that.
Well, he was so angry and full of rage. The only way I know in my village to deal with someone like this is you treat them like a stray dog who has never known compassion, and then you smother them with love until they have no choice but to submit.
You learned that in your village?
Yeah, yes.
Back in the shtetl?
I knew you were anti-Semitic. My mother always said he's going to call you a Jew one day, and today is this day. Oh, no.
I believe I've made a horrible mistake. Is it anti-Semitic to say shtetl?
Well, to bring it up, when I'm standing here with nothing but the bikini bottoms on.
Mr. Dundee,
I feel vulnerable.
So sorry to interrupt again. The storm is brewing.
Oh, no. Mario,
did you tell him about the storm?
Yes, I'm telling them, Luigi.
Why don't you call me Possibly Leaf Shits from now on instead?
possibly down. Oh, we'll have to batten down the hitches. There's no way we're going to get off the boat now.
You didn't bring up the shtetl, did you?
No.
Oh, don't do it again.
I'm sorry. Just to say it, even in the past.
No, it's fine, Luigi. When you make dinner...
I'm a Mario.
I'm a Luigi. I'm here now.
Whoever, it doesn't matter. You're interchangeable. You're the staff.
Miss
What
Possibly.
I'm saying is, if you could just boil me some potatoes and maybe some chalent for dinner tonight, that's good enough for me. Whatever's left over.
Miss Possibly, Gnog, listen, you guys. There's a problem up on the deck. We are being attacked.
Oh, no.
Pirates?
I can't tell. There may be 5 superheroes, but I cannot name them.
Is this a lady or no lady?
One of them is a lady.
She's a villain or a superhero?
It's
Who
not
don't
sure. She
know?
could go either way.
Yeah, the costumes are so no indication, really.
If she's in the purple, it's probably in her villain phase. However, if she's in like that modern leather black cat suit, it's probably more of a time.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, well, the mythology of Catwoman's actually quite fascinating.
Who, Catwoman?
Who's Catwoman?
Julie Newmar?
Well, Well, Eartha Kitt was probably the most talented
Oh,
of
I
the three.
see. Julie
what about
Newmar
Lee
sold me a
Merriweather?
house in Beverly Hills once.
Lee Merriweather. Now, wasn't she the one just from the film?
Just from the film.
That was Sean Young. Listen, we gotta get up there. There's danger.
What
There's
about
danger.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, we gotta get into a cliffhanger.
Michelle
There's a danger. Oh no! What will happen to those people on the luxury yacht in the Mediterranean-Italian Riviera? We'll find out when Spontaneanation returns. Hey, Dolores. Mitch, please keep your voice down. Have you heard about the home security system, Simply Safe? Mitch, we have accidentally stumbled into a cave full of hibernating bears. I don't think this is the time to talk about home security. Simply Safe is an easy way to do home security. Maybe you want home security, but it's a huge hassle. Aggressive sales guys, bloated monthly fees, and the long-term contracts. You don't want to get locked in. Well, I certainly don't want to get locked in a bear cave with you, Mitch. Simply Safe is different. It's very easy. You go online, you check the price tag. It's way less than the quotes you'll get from other companies. And a few days later, Simply Safe is on your doorstep, up and running in 30 minutes. Well, if we manage to be up and running in 10 seconds, I will certainly look into it, Mitch. Simply Safe will have you protected by award-winning 24/7 professional monitoring, and it's only $15 a month, half what the big companies charge, and there's no contract or commitments. All right, Mitch, that sounds great. I think I got it. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to Spontaneanation host Paul F. Tompkins talk about his personal experience. Hi guys, it's Paul. I actually use Simply Safe, and I've been using Simply Safe since before they were a sponsor for the show and before this show existed. It may even predate Earwolf. That's how long I've been using Simply Safe. I still use it. It is terrific. It makes me feel very safe and secure when I am home, when I'm away from home. And listen, go right now to simplysafepaul.com. My listeners get an exclusive 10% off. simplysafepaul.com. You will not be sorry that you did this. Thanks, Paul. Mitch, this talking to invisible people thing you've got going on lately is terrifying. And I say that as a woman surrounded by a bunch of lightly sleeping bears. Just go to simplysafepaul.com and get 10% off your order. Oh my God, one of them's awake. Look at them. There's 5 of them, 5 ladies in different outfits.
Technically, they're all the same character, just from different ages, different interpretations.
What are you talking weird things I don't understand? We're under attack by these 5 crazy ladies with superpowers.
Yeah, but the Halle Berry one, you can't even worry about here.
Which one is the Halle Berry?
That's the one with the midriff showing and sort of like the torn pants.
Yeah, that's weird.
Nah, didn't really do anything
It
for
seems
me.
like an impractical outfit.
Yeah, I mean, why would you fight crime like that?
Wait, does she fight crime or is she a villain?
Hey, that one, she's more of a hero.
Which of them? Are some of them good guys or what's going on here?
Well, Lee Merriweather, Eartha Kitt, and I'm blanking on the other. Who's the other one from?
Who's the one that started the pizza restaurant?
Well, that's... Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Look, we are quibbling over some very small details here.
Well, I don't know.
There are 5 cat women on the deck right now.
What is the best defense against the cat women?
Look, we know that they scratch with the claws.
Right.
We know that they can scare buildings like a cat can.
What
But for
about
some reason, they're on a super
A
yacht.
saucer of milk.
Possibly. You beautiful genius, you. We've been thinking all about the cat aspect and forgetting about the one aspect that's universal. Woman.
Oh, then Cocodrillo, you are the poison that will get these cat ladies to flee.
Hold on.
No woman could resist Cocodrillo.
Hold on. Explain it to Luigi like he's a first grader. What is the plan? We put out a saucer of milk.
At first, I think it's saucer of milk because I'm thinking about the cat,
Right.
the gatto aspect of the Catwoman.
So you feel like on brand,
But
she's going to be
then-
like, oh, I can't resist the milk.
I'm a kitty cat.
Cats do like milk, but it's no good for the digestive
But
system.
then I think, well, okay, lactate, whatever. It's a super yacht. You have it, no?
We do have a lactate.
Of course we have a lactate. We're a super yacht.
And then I think the woman aspect and Cocodrillo is irresistible to women.
Well, possibly with you by my side, I feel like I could probably take on these 5 super villain hero.
Vigilantes.
Why are you asking me?
Vigilantes.
Wait a minute.
Vigilantes.
Vigilantes.
Wait a minute, Mr. Dundee. I know these are 5 women. 2 of them were on this very yacht before.
What, Mario?
That's when I started my real estate business in Beverly Hills because I just thought, I can't do this forever. I mean, the suit fits now, but, you know.
That's an interesting story. You know, the reason I got out of the whole Catwoman game is that it just got too crowded. You know, there was just so many.
Well, it's like come up with another character already, right?
I know. And then I feel like I have to come up with a new outfit every 6 months or whatever.
It's unsustainable.
It's
Saucer of milk?
unsustainable.
Saucer of milk?
Oh, thank you very
Thank
much. Oh,
you.
I'm sorry. Is this proper milk or is it lactate? Because I have a problem with my digestive system.
It's a lactate.
Okay.
We are a super yacht.
I mean, we're on vacation. Could I have mine as a White Russian? Is it too early?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, girlfriend.
It's great that we all got together, though, right?
I know,
Like,
this
no
is the
one gets it.
Oh, look who's here.
Hello, girls. How are you?
Jeanette, I can't believe you made it.
Listen, I just want to let you know the residual checks are coming in like crazy. I have never thought putting you guys on tour together would be a great idea, but I was wrong. Chalk me up 1 wrong for my category.
And what a way to wind down this Catwoman tour on a super yacht.
I mean, you think I've got a great ass and a great pair of tits. Would I ever end up in the Mediterranean just because of that?
Oh, excuse me. I didn't realize that somebody just parasailed onto the yacht here.
Well, listen,
Have you not met Jeanette?
No, I
Jeanette is the reason that we're here, and she signs the checks.
That's right.
Nice to meet you, Jeanette Golden Fighter.
I am Mario Pustogliotti.
Oh, do you have any SPF? Jeanette just got here, and she burns really easily.
Yes, 1 SPF? Just 1 SPF?
Or you know, if you could if you want to just bring a blanket, we could throw that over her.
Yeah, like one of those fire blankets that looks like aluminum foil, but it actually keeps your body heat inside.
Also, could I get some Zinfandel in my lactate?
2 of those ladies were on this boat before, along with their agent, maybe?
It sounds like they were very pleasant guests. Should we be scared or invite them for dinner?
Well, it must have been a plan to infiltrate the ship and to get a sense of the layout.
Maybe they want to steal the hand towels, Cocodrillo.
Just playing a devil's advocate. Do you think they had such a good experience on the super yacht? They told 3 friends and they were like, you got to check this place out.
Like a girlfriend, we go together.
That's right.
We get our tan, we have a little sushi,
That's
we talk
right.
about our husband.
And then you tell 2 friends, and then you tell 2
So on
friends.
and
It's like
so
an
on.
old commercial for the
Yeah.
shampoo.
Break hair.
Luigi, that level of empathy, that's an unusual amount of compassion for coming from
Did you know that I was the black girl in Romania? Did you know this?
I just figured.
Oh,
Was that when you had that pet golem?
oh yes. I can't understand. It's a one thing or the other, Gollum.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, you're so confusing, like a schizo.
You tell me to kill, I go and kill. Then you tell me to sit here and make little noises to your face. I do it. I mean, why did you create me into existence?
Well, let me scratch my back. It's okay. We do that instead.
Okay, I'm going to start out very soft because I got crazy big golem fingers.
Oh, ow!
I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
drawing
sorry.
blood now.
I'm sorry, I'm a big crazy clay golem.
Possibly. If you're married in Australia, he's going to call you a Jew someday.
Oh, Mama, you know nothing. You're so small-minded, stuttered person.
If you learn one thing from me, learn that. I'm dying now.
Hey,
well.
not for nothing, my mistress, but she seems kind of smothering.
Yeah, stop it snapping my bra strap. I don't like it when that happens.
I don't even realize I'm doing it.
It's like playful but mean.
Sorry.
Do you still have some sort of telepathic communication with that golem?
What did you just say?
He want to know, can I summon him with my brainwaves?
Hey, I'm speaking the Queen's English.
It's hard to tell because your accent, it sounds so crazy. I can't determine what is worse and if it's maybe you're gurgling for air.
I think it sounds beautiful.
I do have that acid reflux. It's like right up to the very crest of me throat.
Would you care for some lactate?
He's very old.
Wait a minute.
I think maybe I'll be his last wife.
It's hard to tell with Australian people because
It's so true. They could be 20 or 20,000.
their faces are so sun-baked.
Yeah.
Look, I
It's
don't know if
true.
that's the golem you had second contact with, but there is a golem currently riding this tidal wave towards us right now.
Oh, there he is.
Bunga. Hey, what's up, dude?
Golabanga. That is so cute.
I wasn't even going for that, but I like it.
I haven't seen you in so long.
I know, how have
you
you
look
been?
terrific.
Thank
to
you.
Me.
I'm just made of animated clay, so I don't really age.
I feel last time I saw you, I said maybe 4'8", 4'9". I don't know. You look a 5'1" to me.
Thank you.
Pilates?
I've been trying.
Possibly. Can we focus on the task
Oh,
at hand?
I'm sorry. Old friends.
What you need?
You hungry for a fish from a river?
Oh, I love the fish.
Maybe after you take care of the cat women.
Oh, always the carrot and the stick with you. All right, where is these cat women at?
You didn't see them up on deck.
Hey.
The lady son.
So where is this Zinfandel lactate mixture I've heard so much about?
Oh, Jeanette, I didn't realize you brought your sister.
Everyone meet Chloe.
Hello.
Hi, Chloe. Now listen,
Chloe dog.
we're almost
I
on.
call you
Please,
that?
please don't. Please don't. Don't give me a nickname when I haven't given you permission.
We've been
Fair enough.
Now, girls, we've been hanging up here in the air for what feels like forever. Are we ready to descend on this yacht and destroy it, or have the best time of our lives? I haven't decided which.
Is there a diff?
Jeez.
What if, now girls, I'm just brainstorming
Yes,
here. There's
Jeanette.
no wrong answers. Supposing we all just have a wonderful time together, we just destroy whoever's on the boat, and then at the end we just ram it into whatever harbor we perchance land upon.
Jeanette, that brings up a good question, I think. Are we good or bad?
You know, we're out for ourselves. I would imagine if I saw a child being tortured, I would
Right.
stop that.
Sure.
But you can't know.
But if it were a child torturing another child, maybe I would stop none of it.
And what if those children were standing between you and, let's say, a new Escada blouse?
Oh, are you joking me?
That's an easy. That's an easy.
They're in I have several in the trunk of my Porsche.
Which is in the front of the car. I love that. I always think that's so charming.
You always did keep
Engine
your
in the back.
clothes all balled up in your car.
Well, I just never know what time I'm going to be taking over a super yacht. It's got to look nice.
True.
If we can't decide whether we're good or evil, why not ask the fifth one of us who hasn't spoken yet?
Good idea, Maeve.
Chloe.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to ask her?
All right.
Why don't you ask her? I dare you.
You. You. Are we good or evil?
She's really thinking about it.
Oh, hairball.
Poor thing.
Hairball.
She's
'Cause
more
we're like-
cat than woman.
Because we're like cat women, right?
I guess I think, like... What was that?
Okay, never talk again. Never talk again.
But, like, there was a question and I was sure I had an answer for it.
Oh, I got guys. What if we go down there and just really cat-like? Like we act like we want to hang out with them, but then we're indifferent to them, and then maybe we're mean to them, and then we're like just off by ourselves, and then we like them again.
Yeah, like climb on top of the bookshelf for a while, but be really hungry about
Not
it.
that literal, because that sounds dangerous. I don't want to climb on a bookshelf.
Well, I am only 6 inches wide.
Catwoman, descend.
They're here.
Oh no, they're here.
What do you cat women want? That dog is going crazy.
He's the perfect genetic blend.
Ladies, get out of this place. These are my men, and it is my duty to protect them.
Well, we're a bunch of cat women, and we do cat stuff whenever we feel like it. So sorry.
I think you all look old and retired, and you've got no place on a beautiful place for beautiful people like a yacht. So maybe you take a stupid fake breast and you get out of here.
No one calls me retired looking.
That's right.
No one this week or this hour or this a minute.
Oh, she turned it around on me with such precision and skill.
Nice going, honey.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm out. I'm going overboard.
Well, that's it. If one of my clients is going, I have to follow.
Well, if Chloe's going, I have to go too, because who's going to pay the bill?
Call me Clo Dog. I like it now.
Clo Dog, out. You guys, can I splash?
You need me for anything, or
Maybe just a quick game of ping pong?
Oh, Gollum is perfect for the ping pong on that floor.
I would love to play ping pong, but remember, I'm very short of stature. So if the table is too high, I can't do it.
You're in a luck, my friend.
Suddenly, I am filled with rage, but a different kind of rage. A rage for a thing that seemed like it was going to happen and then didn't happen.
It like love. It feel like love.
See, like a love.
Sometimes love is so strong it feel like rage, and then you murder your husband or your second husband or whoever. No, you my third. Don't worry, sweetie. You okay?
I'm very concerned about everything right now.
Just another typical day on the super yacht.
I feel like I could live here forever if I had no husband and just 2 Italian boyfriends.
Well, I got good news for you. You will live here forever, because this is a ship of the damned. And we're in hell.
Wonderful.
Well, that took quite a turn. Folks, that's our show. Thank you for being here. Chris Tallman, you are Mr. Chris Tallman on Twitter.
That's correct.
Would you like to promote anything to the peoples?
Just want to remind everybody, all those Smurfs movies are available on DVD and Blu-ray.
All of them.
That's right.
All of them.
That's
Even
right.
the original.
Heyo.
Yeah. What country?
I love the Smurfs.
I think he's Belgian.
Belgian, yeah. That makes sense.
Los
Yeah.
Pitufos.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Los Pitufos.
Craig Cackowski, at Cackowski on Twitter.
That's correct.
Right now, we are in Australia. I hope those shows are sold out.
Yeah, I hope they're going well.
But if not, I hope we're having a great time palling around down under.
Look out for those hawks.
Right? Jessica Chaffin,
Yeah.
you're on Twitter. You're not super active on Twitter, but you're on there.
Ish.
Every
Very
once in a while,
ish.
I'll see every once in a while, and I have a little list of people that I follow, and then every once in a while
Again,
I'll see a tweet from Jessica
both
Chaffin.
flattered and don't believe you
Please,
at the same
I
time.
beg of you. I beg of you. Well,
I won't be in Australia at that time.
No, but it's May. What would you like to tell people about? Do you have any Ronna and Beverly live shows coming up in LA?
It's the fourth Thursday of every month. So I think that's May, 23rd-ish.
They'll figure it out.
And the podcast, of course.
Yes, please do subscribe to the Ronna and Beverly podcast.
Yeah.
It's a podcast. Now, I have a curious manner of speech. Sometimes my D's become B's and vice versa. Please do subscribe to the Ronna and Beverly
Please
podcast.
do.
It's
Please
very
do.
funny.
Please
and
do.
if you're in LA when they're performing, please come see it live because you
Yeah.
will not be sorry about it.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Reaser is at Reaser on Twitter, and she'll get active on there sometimes. She'll tweet a thing out. Isn't that so? You can talk now if you want. Yes. She was here the whole time, undergoing gender reassignment surgery.
She could have played between 1 and 4 Catwomen, and we didn't utilize her.
Ever asked me.
Now, you showed up to the studio in a Catwoman costume.
I did.
Yeah.
I want to have gone lunch with Jeanette now. Then she'll pick up the bill.
Sure. Guys, thank you so much. Please do tell your friends about the show. Please do review us favorably in iTunes or perish. Please do check out the previous episodes with our previous guests. And please do come back next time when we'll have different guests and different stories. Thank you to Eban Schletter. He is at Eban Schletter on Twitter. You can go to his website and buy his albums, and you should, because Eban Schletter is only the best. Thank you to Earwolf for having us. Thank you to Engineer Brett for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. I like you guys. I like all of you. We'll see you again next time on Spontaneanation. Semper in Praesenti!
Need is a refined retailer and lifestyle publication for men. Each month, Need sources and curates a selection of exclusive products from brands around the world. Each collection is presented as a monthly editorial, a lot like what you'd expect to find in a typical men's magazine, allowing you to find the best products without any need for copious shopping or research. Listeners who use the code promo code during checkout will receive 20% off their order. Visit neededition.com. This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich, Scott Ackerman, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com. The wolf dead.